It has been said that there are no atheists in a foxhole, no atheists under war conditions. Would you?
Why do they say that?
I think because it brings out the fear that happens, brings out your desire to connect to something beyond that, whether or not you believed in it before or not. So, in a sense, it's looking for a way out.
Well, under those stressful conditions, you can be brought into peace. There's so much fear you can handle, and then sometimes that fear is so intense and so clear, it gives way to peace. I don't know that that's a self state necessarily that controls it, but you can be brought to peace, because there have been many people I've heard of on the battlefield in divine bliss. And the bodies are blown apart. The bodies are like, mangled. But peace, they enter a state of peace and bliss. A spiritual condition, that is to say, is not material. It's not obvious. It's not logical. But it is when you understand the nature of consciousness. Say, no, this person went to source in themselves, so they are source. Prior to the karmic condition, they went to that place, the prior condition, which is beautiful. However you get there, I guess it's worth it, as long as you have that evidence of the peace and joy and bliss of the divine, the real, the spiritual, the higher truth, the heart level. And so sometimes it takes that much pressure. And when you look at the lives of the yogis and all the austerities and things, they need to endure the years of training and hardship they need to endure. And then, they enter the state. It's like at the end of all of that, when they give up, probably after exhausting themselves, they enter peaceful bliss. It's called exhaustion, nirvana. They enter nirvana. And then they say, no, I've always been here, I just didn't know it. And I had to nearly kill myself to get it. So what did I do? Are my feet still here? My hands still here? What's left after all the tortures I did? I soon took on all this craziness, right? Hardship, austerities, see? Severe austerities. And sometimes you need to do that, right? You need to strip it down. I remember when I was going through my fasting phase when I was young and skinny as a rail. Well, I was very, very clear and high as a kite. I used to love playing on that energy. It was just light. It was just light. But I was intelligent and scientific. I wouldn't go too far. I wouldn't fast for a long, long period, but I would fast up to certain periods of time, like for weeks, on liquids. And my energy was so intense, it was like radiant. Right? And that's because we are fundamentally light. And that's what the natives have always said. You need to fast in order to have the vision. So you fast, that means you starve yourself to a degree. Not starve, but you abstain from eating so as to build up power in your system. So your body starts to feed off of itself. And you start to feel that you are light. And it's real. It's not a concept, not a thought about it. The body of light makes itself obvious to you that that's what you are, basically. And then as you eat, you start to feel heavy, you start to feel grounded again and more materialized, and that perception of light disappears. And then you're just gross in the gross body, subject then more to gravity than levity.